Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory, honor, praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. All right, finna get into this quick lesson. All right, basically, the day of the Lord. All right, catching people, off guard. All right, because we're coming into a great judgment. All right, that these people can't see. All right, the only people that can see is, the servants of Yahweh Shem Shah. We see how the Lord is setting up the so-called white man to kill these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans here in America. We see World War III about to pop off, or we're basically already in World War III, really. America's over there helping, defense for Israel and shit, But yeah, here, Matthew 24:36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right, and we know, hey, in the times of Noah, guess what? It said that basically, let's get it, because it's the same generation, that's coming back, Genesis 6 and verse 5. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. All right, so here, let me keep on going. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. All right. So, hey, and it's the same thing going on. All right. That's only evil continually that these people are constantly fulfilling. Wicked desires that they're fulfilling. It's just happening. There's no type of punishment. If you want to go pop another man's wife, all right, you could go do that. And matter of fact, you could be praised for doing that, Slakia, I've slipped my mind what I was just thinking. Because look, let's get something else too. 2 Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, so here, they're about to give this, Timothy's about to give off, or Paul's about to give off, traits of basically niggas that's going to be destroyed, So again, 2 Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Perilous going into dangerous, all right? And we're in the last days, and that's all you see, right? Dangerous, all right? You don't see or hear nothing good really going on, all right? Unless it's something about distracting you to what's really going on, For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And see, this is that this generation right here, all right, is these are the works that they push out. All right, lovers of their own selves, all right, covetous, boasters, proud. And we know the Lord said 6 things does he hate, and 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, all right? And that's what, this world is all about. Everybody got some type of, pride to them, So this is what's going on, all right? So while they're loving on their own selves, guess what? Yahweh Shem Shah, he's about to, bring out great judgment, all right? But guess what? It said, but Noah found grace in the, let me get that. But Noah, Genesis 6:8, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, all right? And we know the Lord, he revealed to Noah about what he's about to do, All right, so Noah could prepare himself. All right, and we're coming in that same lot. All right, the Lord allowed us to receive His word. All right, He gave us, you know, the understanding of what He's about to do, you know, to America. All right, basically this whole world. All right, because when America get destroyed, guess what? It's going to be a whole bunch of other. The Earth is going to be going through it basically, you know, because of all the missiles that's going to hit here. All right, tsunamis everywhere. All right, earthquakes, all that, you know. But you know, we've been given a chance of, you know, getting that salvation, you know, being beamed up on that chariot. You know. Matthew 24 and verse 38, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See? So these people are not going to expect. Hey, these people don't expect Yahweh Shai cracking the clouds. Let's get some Revelation 1-7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. All right, so see, I said all kindreds of the earth. All right, so it don't matter if you're a heathen or an Israelite. All right, and when I say Israelite, a 2/3, all right, Israelite that's not been granted salvation, you know, because when the elect see Yahweh say, hey, we're going to be praising them. Lord willing, you know, I'm part of that number. Lord willing, whoever else is watching, you're part of that number. You know, but we're going to be praising Yahweh, or we're going to be praising Yahweh Shai, calling on him, you know, to deliver us. All right. While these other people, when they see Yahweh Shai crack them clouds and the host, the angels, they're not going to know what's going on. But guess what they are going to do? They're going to panic. They're going to get scared. They're going to understand, like, oh, shit. Matter of fact, they are going to know what's going on. That's why the scriptures say, a prophet hath been among them. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them, you know. So they're going to understand because, hey, the Lord going to put in their mind, like, hey, nigga, you see what them men was talking about, you know, it was me that was speaking through them, and you didn't want to listen. Now you about to feel the pain, you know. You about to feel the wrath of Yahweh Shai, all right? Because Yahweh Shai, he's not coming back to... Here, let's get something else. Amos 5:18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. See, so the day of the Lord, all right, hey, it's not nothing beautiful, you know. Yahweh Shai cracked them clouds. Guess what? He's not coming back to give everybody hugs, you know. Scriptures talk about the slain of the Lord shall be many, all right. All right, Habakkuk seen the vision, all right. Basically, the prophecies coming to pass, all right. And he was like, hey, what'd he say? Oh, he's like, are you displeased with the ocean? You know, signifying that basically when Yahweh Shai, all right, comes back, hey, it ain't gonna be nothing good. All right, it's going to be terrible, all right? The only people that's going to be good for is for the elect, all right? So I'm going to end it off on this right here. 1 Thessalonians 5:1, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, all right? And, hey, we understand that, hey, Yahweh Shai, he gave us a heads up that, hey, he himself don't even know when he's going to come back. Only the Father knows. But guess what? He told us to keep on watching and praying so we don't enter into temptation, you know? so we don't fall out, All right? We might not know, but, hey, we could see through the prophecies that, hey, shit about to pop off, And he is about to make his return, That's why 2nd Ezra 9:1 say, measure thou the time diligently, all right? You measuring it by what the scriptures say, all right? And looking what's going on in the world right now. Oh shit, this is what Matthew 24 said. This is what 2nd Ezra 15 said. Now you understand that. Hey, the Lord, guess what? He's soon gonna be here. So we don't get cut off guard. All we gotta do is keep on watching and praying to Yahweh Shem Shai, keeping our spirit in check, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So see, hey, prophecy is gonna unfold on these niggas, Jacob's trouble, all right, the MOTB. All right, people think that they're in a good case right now. They could watch the NBA Finals, especially over here in Indianapolis. People are all excited because we're in the finals. They're not worrying about Yahweh Shema Shah. Matter of fact, hey, we're out there while it's the finals day. Not one person came up to the camp. It's a rarity to see people come up to the camp, lately. Why? Because they're in darkness, They don't care about Yahweh Shema Shah. They care about what Esau got, planted in front of them, which is going to be for their demise, But us, hey, we're not in darkness, all right? We understand that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the NBA Finals that he pushed out, all right, whatever, video games, all right, music, all right, your favorite rappers, all right, singers, lifestyles, all that shit is just distract you to all that's to distract you, to what's really going on. All right, that basically, hey, America's about to be, basically through. All right, America's about to be hell for everyone. When I say hell, a state of condition, a terrible condition, So this is what's coming, all right? People going, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai out of nowhere, he's just going to bring out that judgment, and niggas going to be scared, It's going to be a whole bunch of, millions of people are going to die here in America. If you're not a elect, if you're not part of that 1/3, guess what? You're going to be through, If you're a heathen, all right, if you're a so-called Chinese man, so-called Asian, or it's like a Japanese man, so-called African man, all right, so-called, small hat man, all right, yeah, you through, all right, and you down here in America, yeah, you through, but, at the same time, though, if your spirit, if you can incline to these words, and you could believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, possibly be that, you go back to the, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that you come back from, that you're an Israelite, So yeah, this is what's coming. These people are not going to escape the prophecies that's about to come. All right. Ooh, matter of fact, I'm gonna end it off on this. Because these people don't understand. Sirach 39 and verse 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. So see, he already commanded that, hey, millions of niggas is gonna die here in America, America's gonna be destroyed by nuclear missiles. All right, he already destined that, but it's in due season. All right, whenever the time he appointed it to be, we don't know. All right, but we know it's gonna come though. You know. So that's what Yahweh Shema Shah is planning, for the future, of America. Millions of people are about to die. All right, for all the wickedness that this place, that these people push, all right, and get into, So that was pretty much it, So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakagodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. All right, shalom.